Hey, friends. Haven't seen you in a while. I wonder when I last did a video, maybe like 3 weeks ago. Um, I think a bit of explanation is that this is for me just so I can uh, do something, I don't know, creative instead of just consuming everything. So I can like do something. And yeah, instead I put a lot of time into like Twitter, and I mean, it's I don't feel it's as productive as YouTube, but it's just something that I did, and I actually did a bit of the like DaVinci Resolve. So I like cut up few like YouTube videos for like shorter like Twitter videos, and one of them got like 1,000 views, like the short version. Yeah, so maybe maybe this is something that I can probably like use in the future, so I can either cut those streams into like shorter videos, or maybe I would create like a dedicated shorter. When I say shorter, I'm thinking like 10-15 minutes, so maybe like covering one particular topic or something like that. What else? Yeah, I feel if I don't do live updates, it kind of like it's not as parasocial as it should be. So that's why I'm doing this. So I got new monitor again. Yeah, the thing with the previous monitor, I didn't realize that it didn't have USB-C, so that was unfortunate. Actually, I forgot to bring a charger for my laptop, so I hope it's going to be working. So right now it's charging from the monitor, but it's kind of like trickle charge. So the other one didn't have like trickle charge. It didn't even have like USB-C like at all. If I wanted to use like a port in the back, I would need to use like USB like 3 cable, which I needed like hub to connect to MacBook. So it kind of like, yeah, it was a mess. But that wasn't it. So the thing that kind of like broke it is that it started just like glitching all the time and just like turning off and on. And so yeah, that wasn't like a great experience. Maybe I could have left with everything else if it was like more reliable. But yeah, this is turning into like monitor reviews. But yeah, so I got this monitor. This is Gigabyte F32U. So it's bigger than the previous one, and it's I kind of like didn't realize that how big it is. I think my previous my monitor that was stolen, I think it was 32 inches. So I guess I just like forgot how big it is. Yeah, so it has USB-C. For some reason, it doesn't have USB-C cable in the box. This is like the second Gigabyte monitor that didn't have the cable inside. So I'm a bit upset about that. But I think like Amazon gave me like $20 credit, so I can buy a new cable. And yeah. Hopefully it will be there soon. Yeah, the problem is USB-C cables, they are not really like that compatible. So it's possible to buy a USB-C cable that says that it like supports video stream and stuff like that, and it just doesn't. So I'm just hoping that it's the one that I ordered is going to work. What else? Yeah, it's pretty big. It costs exactly the same as this Samsung did, but it's bigger, and I like the picture quality and stuff, and I think it's like, it has some kind of like HDR mode, which is like not, it doesn't have like lighting zones or whatever it's called, so it's like it's not real HDR, but yeah, it's I hope this is the last one that I buy. Anyway, so I think on last stream I said that I wanted to look into Bun, and the other thing that happened is React 18 is out. So I don't know what I kind of like want to start from, but yeah, I just want to see how React 18 is going, and so depending on what we're gonna see, we will we'll like probably update to React 18 on our like real website. So the previous stream was about Vue. I kind of abandoned that. I didn't really finish it, and it's so by the end of the stream, I realized that the thing that I was using is like it's still not supported, and it's still not supported in a way that even if I compile my component into like library, if you're using this library from Vue that is like configured differently, it will just not work, which is like a bit crazy. Why do I create a separate module? Why do I compile everything if it's so dependent on like on the environment that is importing all of this? Yeah, so basically I realized that like nothing is working, and by the end of it, like the person who I was hoping that can like test if the package is working, he said, "Oh, I forgot to say I'm using Vue too." So it's like it's wrong on so many levels. So I think, I don't know, I'm probably kind of like giving up on trying to learn Vue for now. I think that's it. So let's dig in. I don't know if I should start with just like reading this article aloud or not. I think I want to start with Bun first. So this is basically like alternative runtime for JavaScript. So like alternative to Node and Deno. And I think it's inspired by ES build, and it's written in Zig. So Zig is apparently like a some kind of like variation on C. I think this project is actually like using Rust a lot, or like libraries from Rust. So I guess that means it's also like compatible with Rust or something. So so this is the project, and it's Zig, C++, JavaScript, TypeScript, C. So I didn't see Rust here, but I was looking at like libraries that they use, and some of that was Rust stuff. So I don't know how that works. So this one is, I think, HTML Rust. So it's written in Rust, but it has bindings for C. So I guess they're using it just like as a C library instead of as a Rust library. Yeah, so maybe they don't use Rust. Anyway, so where do I want to start? I think I wanted to right. So I was saying that it uses Zig. Zig. I think that's it. I hope that's how I pronounce it. Which I clicked like around a bit, and they have like a page where they say, okay, this is like the some of the like projects that are using Zig. So it looks pretty C, maybe like C++ for me. I'm not that experienced with like all of the like C++, Rust stuff. So I don't know like what's the like big big difference. Right. So why do you need Zig? I forgot if I was reading this article or not. Right. So operator overloading, which for me it was always kind of like strange feature. I mean, if you're using something like Lisp where everything is DSL, I mean, it's kind of like just like jives with the language fine. But if you're using like lower language, why do you need like even more confusion that that you need? Might throw an exception. They don't have exceptions, I guess. Yeah, I think it's like the point was that it has like better memory management, like better as if something could be better. They're like everyone thinks that their version is better. In addition, being intuitive, memory. Okay, Go can cause a heap allocation. Rust, out of memory. There's thought, neural hidden allocations. I guess it's like just to say that it's like Zig has more efficient memory. They don't do it like just in case. They only do it when it's needed. Package manager, build system, and so on. So it's kind of like more better included. But I guess Rust also is. Simplicity. Yeah, I think that's how I kind of like remembered it. Yeah, C++, Rust, and D have so much features, and this is kind of like simpler as Go is, but no macros, no meta programming. Even Rust has macros, which are implemented in the compiler itself. I guess that's to say that like their meta programming is not as flexible, so it still like doesn't allow enough flexibility to do all of this stuff. Implemented a library, no special case for in the compiler. Right. So got examples. Some kind of allocator, assert, allocator, create, and use variable. I forgot the free. Okay, memory leak detection is the interoperability. I guess that's a big thing. If you're doing something like Bun, which is like using some kind of like JavaScript like virtual machine, right? So I think they're using one from WebKit, if I'm not mistaken, but we can probably check that later, or maybe not. Zig is optimized for coding interviews. Std out var usize file Okay, I guess that's like instead of semicolons. Okay, so I see it's like it's a full bar. So try std out, right? 515 print number. Yeah, it has a lot of like strange notations that I don't really understand. And I wonder what they have for like, I don't know, kind of like what they think is like a response for the meta programming. Is it generic types? So it's a queue of type. Yeah, I mean this. I guess it's object oriented, so it's more like C++ instead of C. We allocator. I guess it's like a lot of explicit memory allocations. That's the point? Expect equal. Thank you. So import the stuff from C. State. Okay, that's sort of like a state without type, I guess. Okay, so it's just a. Yeah, I don't understand how the memory works here, but so initialize curl, handle error. Let's see, so const like var const defer. So it's a bit like a bit like JavaScript and like and Go, or else return error. So yeah, what does this type mean? Like it doesn't like say what errors it returns. So it's like not like Java, I think, in this regard. If I remember Java correctly, I don't really use Java. Response, set options. It's gonna return error again. Yeah, so why is it void then? I'm confused how it should be working. So some kind of callback, which where I guess we are directly kind of like sending to C. So this callback is getting like all of the C stuff. So it's like C void, C unit, and so on. So this is like Zig, and this is like almost C. So how does it know? How does it know what to return? I guess it doesn't, but like it returns something here. So we have a buffer. We're trying to like store, I guess, like data from buffer. How do you get a response? So it's a response buffer, and we just like allocate it, but we don't specify how much memory it's going to use. So how does that work? So once this is run, we are reading the buffer. How does it know that it needs to wait for this? Could not that right callback. write function, write data. Oh, I see. So it doesn't. So it performs. So it just like sets data here, and then performs the request. Right. So the question is like, how does it know to wait until the stuff is finished to get to running this? So I guess it's like a blocking. So this perform function is blocking until it's resolved, and then response buffer. I see. So we are setting like this option. So here we're saying, hey, see stuff, this is where you should write. And once you have the data, call like this function. And when this function is called, it's size user data buffer. So what does it do with user data? It's data. What does it do with data? Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand any of that. I mean, on the other hand, probably user data is the response buffer, and type data is the data that we got as a response, and then it just like this is basically like linking C stuff with like Zig stuff, and here is where we are basically like copying stuff from I guess from data to user data, from buffer to type, or the other way around. I don't know. Anyways, we're probably not going to learn Zig during this stream, but I mean, at least people from Bun thought that it's it's a good idea to use this language. I don't know where and when it kind of like was created, but seemed to be like an option. Anyway, so what do we do? Where's the stuff? Where's the stuff? Okay, here. So here we have the repo, and I think they have like a kind of like quick start or something. How to use Bun. And the thing about Bun is that it's kind of like Node and npm kind of like combined together. So we can do like Bun install, which is pretty like, how do I call it? Clever, or like, I mean, it's pretty involved. I think that's how I will say it. Anyway, so let's just start with I forgot where I usually do stuff. Where did I do it? I guess I just need to create something new. So I think that's how we're going to start. We're going to create a new React project, just probably built around the React app. Is it? So it's React DOM. Oh, it's not. It's just I guess Bun is like the only way for so how they talk about it is that if you have like existing React project, so I think right now they support Next and create React app. So the idea is that you still do like your Yarn build or whatever, the production build, using like full kind of like feature apps, but you can run Bun in like dev mode. So like locally, instead of running kind of like Webpack and all of that stuff, you would just run Bun, and they say that eventually they hope that Bun will be like graduate into like full-fledged kind of like build tool that you use for everything, and you would create a like production build from it as well. But for now, it's more of a like dev only tool. So when it's not working, you just use your other tools. So how much of that stuff we are going to do? Okay, so I think I want to start with just React, and we will see if we are going to do anything else. So it is like it did run bun install, which kind of like npm install, so it will like download stuff. But instead of saving it into node modules, it has its own kind of like format, which we will look in a bit. And then it ran basically like this script to compile it, I guess. That's how we are going to treat it. So it basically like it needs to find all of the like dependencies and stuff. So it stores kind of like cache that is really like optimized. Anyway, so they say go to app and run Bun. So let's do it. and it's like, okay, welcome to React with Bun logo in it. And we will do code for this folder. Do I trust it? I guess. Yeah, in the age of like Node IPC, there is like it's hard to trust stuff, but anyway, so I should probably close this one. Maybe we should actually like run it. I forgot which command is to open terminal in the VS Code. Okay, so where do we start? So we looked at package.json. It looked kind of like normal. So we can still like do npm install and all of that stuff. It's going to create something. But now let's look at the node modules and like log files to try to understand what is happening. Oh, it actually created node modules. Oh, I didn't realize that. Uh, okay, so they have like a I think they have like a special command that you can run to like decode non-modules. So let's try that. So it's node module bun. Right. So that's basically like node modules as a compiled like bundle. And there should be some kind of like module how do I say it? Module like borders, not borders, but I don't know. So this is how every module is defined. So it has some kind of like hash and then some kind of like wrapper that explains, okay, this is this file and this is like how it's what's the implementation of each file. So yeah, so this is the idea of like, so this is like scheduler. This is like from like a package from React that's called scheduler, and this is like file from this. And I think it does some tree shaking. So when you run like bun, I think, yeah, when you run bun to like the particular file, it will generate a bundle that is just for this file. And yeah, you can like load this this file directly, I guess. Anyway, so let's start with the app, and let's see if they they promise 60 FPS like what modular reloading, yeah. So okay, how do we sufficiently like stress test it? I mean, there's probably a way. How would I do it? I think if we will use like something like sad. Oh yeah. We need to figure out if like everything is committed. Okay, I guess it is. So sad add counter. Yeah. So I guess we will use Perl. I guess just file. So touch file. So it's looking for keyword and our keyword is going to be like learn React. I guess could be keyword. Yes, it's that. Running this thing is in background is a bit is messing up with the terminal anyway. So it's src app gsx app gsx. Okay, I mean, it supports TSX as well, as I understand it. Okay, so illegal statement. I guess it doesn't have a counter. Yeah, because it needs a digit. Okay, it's in a something like that. No. There's illegal statement. Right. What I don't want to do is to write a program to do something like that. I just kind of like expecting that someone already wrote it. So where's the file? Okay, here, src app.jsx. No, command go. Okay. Yeah. So I guess we are not checking it. I mean, I can do something like that. Yeah, but we will not be able to save it fast enough to check that it works. I mean, it seems like it's working fast. And I'm not really sure how we're gonna slow it down. I guess like more imports or something. More files to compile. Anyway, so what I actually wanted to check is some kind of like bun features, because I think they have like kind of like server built in. So I don't know how that works. So additionally, Bun exposes like a server-side rendering. This is for styles, but fetch next. Okay. Do we have to use next for all of this to work? Because what we can do is we actually can like write just index.js that it does like console log 1 2 3, and then we can write like bun index.js, and so if we write it as a server, can do console log event. So no, I guess we don't have like a proper we didn't have proper, what's happening, TS config or something like that. That's why I don't understand. Okay. Do I have to like wait for something? Does it support top level await? Maybe it does. So like new promise set timeout, right? Nope, it doesn't. It's How do I write a server then? I wonder if they have like examples or something like that. Examples, okay. Bun, macro, react. Okay, what is bun? HTTP. Bun.serve. Okay. I was led to believe that I can do something like that. Okay. How do I import bun, I guess? Okay, so let's do something like server, and let's move it to server, and then I can do server dsconfig.json, and how do I import bun? Where do I get bun? Do they have like npm stuff that is it like a global package or something? I couldn't find too many like bun examples, so maybe we can find like something. Yeah. Oh, I guess bun is short for bundler. I wouldn't think about it until I saw it. So it's like it's so fast and so small. They didn't even want to write a word bundle. Okay, how do we need to find something that is like bun specific? So I guess like bun config is probably like a good search term. So this is bun itself. Huh. Yeah. At least we can see that it's really written in Zig. But we don't see anyone writing bun on GitHub, which tells me that we are really, really early. Okay. I really want to write a server. I really, really want to. Entry point. Okay. Let's think about it. Where would we get types? I guess, yeah, let's just don't use types yet. Something. Can we just like tag it or something? Let's try it anyway. Is it like npx tag it? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to. Yeah. Okay, so let's do it an old-fashioned way. I don't know if I have like all the keys set up on this machine. I guess I do. So now, if we take team B, bun types, and just copy it on server. And then here we just do types. And now if I run bun index.js, okay. And now if I go here, will it understand what fetch event is? I guess it does. Still no top level await though. Huh. Yeah, so it doesn't wait for that. How do I wait? Okay, so let's try Bun.serve or whatever the other one is. I don't know if they have docs yet. I think README is all the docs that they have. So, okay, let's go to examples again. So React. We kind of saw that. I guess that's the one that we use right now. Okay, so I think the next one is it's using some kind of like plugin. So maybe we should look at the plugin, like how the plugin works. That seems like not a bad idea. So it's JavaScript plugin. It's not like it's not like Bun and Zig and all of that stuff. So anyway, so what do they do for types? I mean, I don't see anything. Yeah, because they use. Okay. Anyway, so client development, empty.js. That's not what it means. Anyway, so package versions, page loader, render document. Yeah. I mean, we'll probably use some of that stuff. So server development, that seems like the place to start. So declare bun, and then how do you use bun? Do we use it here? Okay, so I see fetch here. So that's promising. So how do they actually start the server so it doesn't like stop? On much uproute styles respond with build 80. Wonder what I'm doing wrong. So import then. So maybe I'm running it wrong, right? That what we're thinking. Okay, I should be running it as maybe like just as a bun. Bun is out. Okay. Oh, great. I ran it as bun. It renders something. So it's based on the stuff that I wrote, but does it do any of the fetch stuff? Wait, fetch. Okay, this fetch. No, here. Okay, so just so we don't lose track, what I'm trying to do is to run a server so it looks like a server. Okay, production server framework, server development fallback. override, define. Okay, so let's go back. Client development. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, serve polyfills. Some kind of buffer. Okay, so macro. Yeah, that looks cool. Possibly incompatible. Why would it be possibly incompatible? Is it because like it's too old, or please upgrade? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so my problem is that I want to write something like that as a server, but I'm maybe doing it wrong. So let's try bun help. That never never is wrong. Okay, so just a bundler, transpiler, runtime, and package manager. I mean, that's good for me. So start a dev server. Bundle dependencies. Create a project. Run a command, install, add, remove. Okay, all of that stuff is kind of okay. Start a dev server. So let's try that. Yeah, it seems like the same stuff. So let's comment out everything, leave it like that. Yeah, so when we do bun, what does that do? Not much. All this stuff is what I wrote. Yeah. Oh. So what was the kind of like entry file? Bun create next existing project. Bun use next. So it's bun launch bun. So how does it know to use server development? We have it in package, I guess. So it's framework, development, server, client, fallback. Find client, server, false. So one other thing is that like this like use flag, you can have like your own kind of plugin, I guess. So maybe it doesn't work because we are not. So I'm interested in how to run it as a server. But then again, maybe we will lose like HMR and stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Here is what I'm proposing. Relative path to framework. I think we're going to do something like that. So so we will do create next. We'll do create next. Let's just show that it works, and kind of like again, you can go. No, src. No, pages. I think that's how you do it. And now if I okay, next, I change it, it like changes instantly. So we know that this works. So now I want to try. So it's use. So you need use for bun stuff. So bun use, and then I want a link to the bun that we loaded. So it's packages bun framework next. Okay. So maybe you need bun install. Okay, so nothing like that. Okay, so bun, yes, like this. Okay, it also fails. Maybe I need to do bun install. Okay, maybe I need, maybe I don't. So inside the framework, okay, maybe I can just go here and do bun install inside of it. And now if I run it, nope. So it's the client stuff that doesn't work. Oh. I mean, maybe I should just like bun add dom or something. Okay, I hope that was it. So now we're on bun. Hopefully it's using the version that we did. I guess it does. It just doesn't work. Cannot coerce. Please return a macro. Right. So we have that macro stuff. Okay. So what I do? I think I wanna open like a folder. I wanna open next folder. And here, I want to go here into server development stuff. And I want to undo package version. So yeah, just remove all of that stuff. Now, do I recompile framework to see changes? Okay, while loading this file, so this is the file, and this file doesn't have this anymore. Oh, yeah. So how do they update the framework? So that is next. Maybe I need to do bun here. No, I just did it. Maybe if I go to framework, bun framework, I need to do bun here. What do you want to bundle exactly? You're talking my language. I don't know what I want. Do they have like a bun? How do I recompile it? How do I recompile it? It doesn't seem too compiled, but it ignores the changes that I made, I think. Otherwise, like, where does it get this? Render document, render. Oh, maybe it's just another file that uses the same thing, so it actually did work. Okay, so that's the stuff that we need, and that's the stuff that we start the server. So now let's go to render document and do all of that stuff again. So if it's 12, so basically like we think that it's true. Did it work? Okay, let's restart it. Okay, I mean, we're doing something. I'm like, I don't know like how productive it is, but just to look, that's like something is changing. It's good enough. So hooks can only be inside all of that stuff. Use context, render to string. Okay. Render to string is interesting. That's what render document does. So, and just for giggles, let's try false. I mean, okay, I want to start here. I want to start with just like not rendering anything. If that makes sense. So that's probably where we call render. And I wanna skip this. So maybe like if return I. Okay. Zero errors, but I mean, we changed something. So okay, so guess we want to do something like that. If 0, don't do any of that stuff. Just do response I. Yeah. The response is probably like a buffer or something. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so what does brand return? Where does it end? Okay, so it's a new response and headers. Okay, so let's try this. New response I. I guess I need to recompile it. Hi. This is what I wanted to do at the start. I just wanted to be able to write something. Yeah, but it requires me to recompile everything. Okay. So, so how much of this stuff I can comment out and to keep it working? Okay. And now the question is, if I have this and they just save it here, and if I do bun.sh, yeah, it doesn't start. So it's running it in some like special mode. So the problem is not with the code. The problem is that it doesn't understand that I want to run this as a server. Which how kind of like Node or like deno would work. So if I would call deno test.js, it would start like that and crash to something. Is used before assigned. Can find name fetch event. Okay, so why is it used before assigned? Doesn't seem like it does. So ts expector variable and yeah, I can probably inline this. It didn't wait as well. What the hell? Okay, so they also had Bun.serve. Maybe that was in examples. Yeah, should probably just Bun.serve. Serve. Yeah. So let's do this. And all right. it will not work. In deno, it will only work in Node or so. Undefined function. Oh. Is that because of the failed to start server entry point bundler entry point server config new server. I mean, there are messages there. Listen. Server does listen. App create. Yeah, so maybe like this. Oop. Yeah, I don't know how much stuff you can find about Bun yet to be able to fix errors. I probably have some kind of Discord and stuff, but I'm not there yet. Okay, so what do we have here? The fetch for like an editor. I mean, you can just go to samples and go to Bun example and like Bun, I think. No, Bun. Try that. No, it doesn't work. So I guess HTTP define function. SSL, I guess, the same thing. Hashing. Yeah, man hash. Doesn't know what bun is. Yeah. I don't know. Where do we want to end with bun? Do we just say that it's probably working, just not? Oh yeah. So the thing I wanted to try is how does it work in like Yarn workspace or something like that. So let's Yarn workspace next.js or something. Boilerplate packages component app. Yeah, I think I wanna try something like that. So let's just git clone it, I guess, or they have like special. Yeah, I think you can clone it. So I guess how does it know to compile the dependencies though? Okay, so something is out of date. What is out of date? Or what's sharp? Yeah, it's some kind of dependency of next. Yeah, that's is it like next latest? Right, so it's not right. Uh, right, so in this thing, so packages, web app, placed. So let's update next, just thinking that it's something incompatible with M1 or something. Then what was the one? Def. Oh. Yeah, yeah. Your install failed. So now let's start next. Nope. Nope. What? Configuration of what? Minimum recommended older version detected. Okay. So again, cd packages, web app, yarn add TypeScript latest. So this template, I guess, is just out of date. Okay. So the following values been added to tsconfig, I guess. Don't really care. Maybe I should just go to next.js and yeah, we didn't get React 18 much, haven't we? Yeah, all of this is fine, except that I want to do this. Right, so guess something like that. So okay, sure. Okay, so now our what was it? Next block. Oh yeah, so probably no, it's in packages. Missing name for workspace. Okay. So packages, next.js, next.js blog. No, not it. Next.js blog package JSON. Okay. So now name. Next.js blog. Okay. Missing version. Okay, version 0. Okay. So now we run it. Okay. Internal server error. Perfect. Okay, you might be breaking rule of hooks. You might be having some kind of like wrong packages of React or something. So let's remove all the node modules from the stuff, and let's run yarn again. Should I just remove the other one? Okay. Yeah, let's start it. Next command. Oh my god. This is too silly. Okay. Okay. So we have it working. Now so now let's try to go to documentation again, and they have like use next stuff if you're using existing project. So npm install bun, which I guess I need to do in the package. Okay. Now I'm going here again, and I do bun. I use next, and I do bun. So just the part of it broke. Warning. Warning is fine. I'm more concerned about errors. Error rendering route. So I define the HTML context provider. Okay. I mean, okay. So now we know that it didn't work in this case, but what if we go and create it like outside of the workspace? So we clone our stuff. Probably should need to kill this one. So we go there. We check that like yarn def works. Where is it? Yep, it works. Now we do the instructions for the bun. And okay, so it's not the workspace stuff. So it might be Maybe that this version of Next is just not supported yet or something. It has like a bug in Bun. Maybe you can check issues. Next. No. Workspace balances. Okay. There's no. Yeah, I don't see anything kind of like Next related. Yes. What the Bun does not need code that runs node. I guess that's like from the author. Require notifies bundle build. Okay, I don't know what any of that means. So we can hunt for like different version. So so right now it's 12.1. Is it really? Where is the package lock? Oh, maybe we didn't run. No, we did. Okay, I think I'm just looking at the wrong one. Yeah, so so here, what's the version of Next that we're using? .js? Yes. Right. Is it like that Next? That version? Yeah, next latest. So we are using 12.1.3, and the file that we were doing server development stuff. So what was the if it's 12.1? Yeah, so let's just I think I want to do next 12.1.0. Then I do bun and bun. Yeah, yeah. So the grading help. You'll see some warnings. So now in the workspace, let's do next 12.0, 12.1.0. Bun and bun. Oh yeah, it also works. Now now is the interesting part. Yeah, so let's imagine that our blog. So we're basically like, yeah. So this one is like using header from stuff, and in our blog we also want to use header from this package, and I think that's how I run it. And I want to do console log here. Okay. Now I want to do console log header. Unterminate string literal. Okay. Okay, so header is defined. And can I use it? So it should be. There's a lot of stuff happening. Okay, so it showed up. Now I want to go to header, and there's like CSS stuff. Which didn't work. There's so I see like all of this stuff is jumping. Okay, so we couldn't find source maps, which is fine. People can live with that. Okay, so I think like HMR is not picking up the changes, but if I manually refresh it, it works. Oh. Okay, so what does it tell me? So I think next.js is having its own kind of like magic on how it picks up the packages. So now I want to go and like create a new package for React. So here I want to do create, I think. Bun create. Bun run. Where's the create? Okay, so bun create. So so let's do bun create React app. Now we wanna add it to our workspace again. So let's make sure that, okay, it has name and version, so it should be working fine. So now if I go to app and I want to start it, when start is not found. Okay, So what about bun? I can start it as bun. Okay, and it's a create React app as we tried it before. So welcome to React. Okay, it didn't pick it up. Oh, so it was working before. So there is some stuff that is not working because of the because it's in Yarn workspaces. So we want to check the same stuff about the header. If now I import header and want to use header here. Seems like it's working. Go here and add my 1, 2, 3. It's there, but okay, I see some like errors that it's getting stuck on. So for 5. Okay, bugger paused. But look who's doing that. Build success. Doesn't seem too successful for me. Okay. So what have we learned here? So it means that we didn't have to recompile the components package. It pick up changes without that, but still like HMR is broken. So do they have anything about workspaces? Not implemented yet. So not entirely sure what that means. I think it's like stuff that you write in your package JSON. Okay. Okay. So I think that's the last thing that I wanted to check. So right. Okay. So let's go back to the stuff that was working. Our React stuff. Okay, so this one was working. So where do we? I see the keyword stuff. Am I in the wrong file again? Um, Wow. Okay. So okay. So it's this one. This is server. This is the next.js 6. Okay. So it seems like I've broken something. That fault. Yeah, that's never good. Okay, so works like that. But it breaks. Oh wow. Um, fast refresh. There's fault. Okay. What did we break? Does it have some kind of cache? Maybe we broke some cache. On all cache. On all cache. Okay. So maybe let's remove all of that stuff. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I think I broke it. uh, it was something in the cache, because it seemed to be working fine now. Okay, so let's see. So this is React 17, and we wanna bun install React latest. Let's so let's okay, so React version 17.02. So I guess bun install didn't do anything. So we don't have yarn here. I guess it's npm install. I mean, probably just write it here, right? If I do this, and I do bun, I guess. Will it update it? No. I need to do, I think I need to do bun install. Okay, it's 18 now. Which is just one day, just one day ago. Okay, so I hope we still have some time to play with it. Okay, now would be the time to read through docs. So what is concurrent rendering? Gradually adopting concurrent features. Oh yeah, so I think they set like a new React use effect, a new strict mode, it kind of like became crazy. Automatic batching transitions, suspense features. That's what's so new about it. However, React Lazy, React 18 will add support on the server transition API. Okay, that we will read about that. So right, so React DOM client now does create root. That's actually something that I wanted to check. So this one is using render. So we want to do React DOM client, and we want to create. We want to get create root out of it, and I think the API is the same. Create container is not there. Yeah, I guess API is not the same. Use instead. Okay. Both accept new options. So it's a element and options. Yeah. So API is not the same. Let's create root dot render big mode. Okay. Oh no, this is wrong one. Okay. So it crashed again. Okay. Yeah. So use effect clean up, use effect. So like it for one render, it basically, I think strict mode before was like rendering twice, but now it like unmounts it, which is even funner. So I wonder how I wanna test what it actually does. I wonder if I have like a ref here. Yeah, it's unfortunate that it started to crash all the time. There's nothing that one bash script can fix. Okay, so what about the refs? Ref is run once. So it's not actually like doing DOM manipulation stuff. It's only in the sense of the React component. So it's like, yeah. So if I have something like that, and I want to print it out here, and here I will do it like that. So what's going to happen? So it's actually, I guess it's pointing out to the same All right, so effect is running after rendering actually happened. So the layout is also yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so new strict mode, new more strict rules on how to use it. Okay, so using create root instead of render, that's fine. Right, so that's the stuff that I wanted to test actually, but I guess it didn't work out. So maybe I need to like run everything in the deno or something to test all of this stuff. Render to typable stream, render to readable stream, such as deno. Existing keeps working, but is discouraged. Right, so I'm actually curious how like all the streaming stuff is working. Okay, new strict mode behavior. So React mounts the component, simulates unmounting, and simulate mounting. So yeah. So it doesn't actually do it. So new hooks, use ID. I mean, kind of like know what it does now. Console log, React use ID. How do I actually use it? I don't see where do we export it from. So this is a bit confusing. So let's assume it's from React. I'm running too many things at the same time. Need to do it like that. Okay. Okay. R0, R1. Yeah, bun keeps crashing. R0, R1. So that's that's because of the like strict mode stuff, I guess. If I go and switch it off, yeah, okay. And if I have a new component that does use ID, that will, yeah, it will do the same stuff. Okay, I guess it's more for like server side. So anyway, so the use transition is an interesting one. So return stateful value when pending state of transition or function to start. Okay, let's see mark updates and a callback. Okay, so let's add a transition here. Okay, so it's yeah, that's what I want to try. Is I want to use this pending here, but I want to pass start transitioning inside of here. crashing. I think we. Oh yeah, use transition. Okay. So now updates call back as a transition indicates when it's active to show pending state. It's interesting. We have some state updates in transition yield to more urgent updates such as clicks. Update in transition will not show a fallback or suspending content. Yeah, that's a crazy part. This allows the user to continue interacting while rendering the update. Okay, so so I want to show counter here, and I want to have a button that it has on-click stuff. My preacher isn't working. Okay. Now instead of handle click, I do set counter. The count is here, and something is wrong. Use state is not defined. All right. Yeah, so this bun stuff is completely broken. Oh yeah, it ended up being inside link. Yeah, when it works, it's like it's perfect. So it shows true, then it renders, then it shows false, then it renders. And if I use memo for X, not use memo, but just memo. Like that. So it does re-render, but in a different order. That's interesting. And here, where's pending? And probably show something like, I can show true. Like too fast. Okay, so right. So what if I do like 10 of those? They're all getting budged. Okay. So I need to have some like complicated computation that I do. Oh no, it actually does it 10 times. I wonder why. Does it actually do it 10 times? No. Okay, so now here, I want to create like a array that does something like 10,000 times. Yes, that's not big enough. Is it really that fast to count through this stuff? Oh, I think that's not fast. Oh, I see. I forgot to dot count here. Yeah, so let's maybe make it a bit faster. So yeah, that's the stuff. Now let's have a state here. So it's like input and set input, and it's empty string. Now we have here input value. Yeah, all that stuff. So we have an input that we can type, and maybe like here we have like input length something. Yeah, that's it. So now when I click on this thing, it's too fast. Make it slow again. Okay, I can type here. Oh, hey, maybe it's not working the way that I think it should. So what if we put all of that transitioning stuff inside of this? Yeah, it's unfortunate that we broke the broke bad. Yeah, we don't do start transition here anymore. We move it through here. This working? Let's make it slower again. Yeah, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but it's not not working the way I expected to work. Let you mark some state updates that as non-urgent. Other state updates are considered urgent by default. So maybe like use memo is the wrong function to check that it's slow. So I wonder what's going to happen if I just do it like inside of render. Okay, so it's not not doing anything good. Okay, so if we have it here inside of transition, what does it look then? Yeah, it's clearer than the way I expect it to be. So the events are getting delivered, but yeah, they have this. Okay, so I guess I just don't understand how it works. Anyway, so use deferred value. Lets you defer re-rendering an non-urgent part. It's similar to debouncing. There's nothing time delay. It's real temporary. Okay. Value and returns a copy that will defer to more urgent updates. Oh yeah, I didn't check how it works with suspense. I think the idea is that if I put X in suspense, like on the first load, it will. Am I typing it wrong? Suspense. Go back. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hmm. Oh yeah, you need to move this stuff into use demo now. Maybe not. I'm full of okay. So maybe I was thinking of something like that. So we have a query and we have deferred query, And if we depend on deferred query, then our code will rerun later. So so if I have x as x, and our x is going to be use memo, and it's going to be depending on some kind of like deferred value, which is going to be like just empty string for now. It didn't work for the first load. And it's not going to re-render now because of React use memo. So let's undo React use memo. Okay, finished. It's not actually rendering. Okay, so now let's depend on the input. Oh, my battery is actually almost out. Okay, so it's actually rerunning. So now let's depend on like input, and let's pass. But yeah, I guess we are passing the deferred value. Okay. Yeah. This is definitely not it. Version of it. Okay, so I couldn't do any server-side stuff because Bun server-side was not working at all. It's only kind of like it's only working with like one version of next.js framework right now, and I couldn't find a way to write my own server properly. I guess I did end up like having it like write hello world, but not much else. Okay, so we couldn't test the server-side stuff. All the client-side stuff with suspense and like deferred values and all of that stuff didn't work. We saw that strict mode is like rendering stuff multiple times, but I don't know if that has to do with like anything with anything. So just looking at the API, it looks like you could be able to do that like concurrent stuff that where you like just because of like app is slow on one side of the app, you can still do some other stuff, but I couldn't find the actual proof of that, if that works. Maybe it's like Bun stuff. Maybe you can probably just write the start it. Oh yeah, so we don't have React create app. It needs to be some kind of, yeah. Yeah, it has. I can't run it in Node to compare, but maybe console bugs. Okay, it seems like it's too much effort, and I only have 15% of my battery left. So, what else? I think that's where I usually think of what I'm going to do next. I mean, I still wanna do my framework series that I started, and I was reading about some other library for like how do I say it? Yeah, some new approach on how to write front end frameworks that are fun. I don't have the list in front of me of where I wrote down the thing. So anyway, so I might try that one. Again, I might try React 18 again, and just to see if there is like a way for me to fix it. I think I'm left a bit disappointed in Bun. I mean, it's what you have on the tin. It says that this is alpha software, and it's good when it works, and it's but like don't expect it to work. In my previous testing, it was working fine. So I don't know if there's like some cache that I need to clean up or what is happening. But yeah, something is not going great. I guess it's like just live stuff. If you do anything on live stream, it will fail. Yeah, so I was expecting it to be a bit more like Deno, but it's clear that they are aiming to replace Node, to be kind of like backwards compatible with Node. So I guess it's, for some reason, it sounds like it's not going to be as great to write some kind of like script in it. But then again, when I tried Node and I tried to basically like write a script, like not Node but Deno. I tried to write just a small like shell kind of script where I was cleaning up like Node modules or something. So similar kind of like to npkill, which I guess I should just show. I used it at the very start of the stream. So where you just run this stuff and it lets you kind of like clean up your space, and it's in monorepo where you have in one folder you could have like 7 node modules, like folders that you don't know if they're correct and you want to like restart everything. That's how I use it. So I think I wrote kind of like this script, like similar script in Deno, and they have like Deno compile now, so it will like pack everything up into one binary that you can like I guess send to someone. but this binary ended up being like 70 megabytes or something. I was like, yay, that doesn't sound right. I wonder if I have it. So it's no, I don't remember what it was, but it is. That's not. I'm trying to where which no. No, I forgot the name of the utility. So the idea is that deno is not that fun if you wanna have a binary. And I was wondering if I can use Bun for that, for kind of for creating like one binary that does stuff. So maybe yes, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to do anything on Bun probably. I might do something on React because I'm still curious on the server side, but I will either continue with Vue stuff, or I will try to continue the just writing my framework in Deno, or I might check out that other framework to kind of like write. So I think the way I remembered it is that you can write your JavaScript inside of CSS. So instead of like instead of writing HTML instead of JavaScript like in React, and instead of writing JavaScript inside of HTML how you do in Vue, you're writing your JavaScript inside of CSS, which has its own kind of like right ideas about it. But I think the idea was that it's also like kind of like quick to hydrate and all of that stuff. So I wanted to check out that one. Okay, I think that's it. Do you want to plug something? Oh yeah, we actually today was our demo day for FogMender. So I guess yeah, I guess that's place to plug. We had our demo day, and I think that's the last thing that will happen for YC. I mean, there should be a lot of people with money after that should want to like talk with you and stuff. So we will see how that part of it will end up. But yeah. We are in YC as like solo founder startup, and I'm not the founder in that. So I don't know how much like Andre had to do there to, I don't know, I mean, they have like some lectures and some stuff that they do, and I don't have like too much insight of how that part of it is going. But yeah, I guess we are finished with that. We don't have to spend time on that. And yeah, we will see how much kind of like how much that's going to help going forward with funding and stuff that we finished YC. Maybe that's going to be like my next update on the next stream. Okay, bye.